street that is featured on the Monopoly board has to be one of the world's most famous, if not prestigious, streets. Modern-day Regent Street in central London certainly qualifies. These days, Regent Street is synonymous with shopping, but that was not always the case. When King George III abdicated in 1811, his son became Prince Regent and ruled in his father's place. Dazzled by Napoleon's urban planning of Paris, the Prince commissioned architect John Nash to design a new formal procession way, and so Regent Street was created. Regent Street includes or intersects some of the world's most famous street names, including Piccadilly Circus, Oxford Circus, Upper Regent Street, before intersecting with Langham Place, Cavendish Place and Mortimer Street. Now, prestigious retail brands such as Jaeger and Austin Reed have made Regent Street their base, and it soon became the centre for clothing and fashion retail for the English gentry. Recently in central London, an exhibition called A Mile of Style charted the history of Nash's creation.
Guildhall Art Gallery is a great place for visitors to be here because of their rich collection in London themes. And of course, the Mile of Style exhibition is a great fun for visitors and shoppers in Regent Street because show them or take them for a long journey through history and shopping.
Like much of London's retail heart, Regent Street is undergoing a major upgrade and redevelopment. A £500 million investment plan is underway. Though it is rather less glamorous than it was in its heyday, its central location and rich history make Regent Street an attractive proposition for new shops. Over 40 have set up on the street in the last year alone. One of those shops is Hamley's Toy Shop, one of the world's largest, which makes it a special place to be at Christmas. It's a London tradition in early November for families to pack into Regent Street for the annual turning on of the spectacular London Christmas light display. Before the lights switch on, though, parents with young children crowd around shop windows where there are dozens of imaginative and elaborate moving toy displays. While children gaze longingly at the toys in the window, parents calculate the cost of fulfilling some of those wishes for Christmas. Recently, it's been Regent Street itself that has been receiving the most elaborate makeovers. Since the turn of the millennium, the Crown Estate has embarked on a major redevelopment program in Regent Street and some of its side streets. This involves replacing some of the smaller shops with larger units. More importantly, from a commercial point of view, many of the early 20th century offices, which typically for that era had many corridors and small individual offices, are being replaced with the open plan accommodation which is now required by tenants. This is being done by completely stripping out the interiors and rebuilding behind retained facades. The largest element of the plan is the reconstruction of the quadrant at the southern end of the street close to Piccadilly Circus. In addition to shops and offices, a 5-star hotel and a small number of flats will be created here. Not that the development is all that interesting to the kids. The climax of each year's light display is the actual turning on of the lights. Whether it's snowing or not, it's always spectacular. It's said that when the lights in Regent Street are turned on, Santa and his helpers in the North Pole know it's time to get cracking on those final gifts.